Hello everyone, and welcome to episode number 141 of the Karen Knits podcast. My name is Karen, and I'm coming to you from South Central Pennsylvania, where I live, where I work, where I knit, and get into all kinds of other crafting shenanigans. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. It is Christmas Eve. It is Saturday, December 24th, 2022, and I'd like to wish everyone just a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever holiday you do or don't celebrate this time of year. I just wish you all the happiest and the best of everything. I'm excited for Christmas. It's been a busy last while, and there's just a lot of things going on right now, but I'm excited for Christmas. I'm hoping to get a little bit more downtime in the next week. We shall see how that actually transpires, but I just want to wish everyone the happiest of everything. So, if you're a new viewer, thank you so much for coming by and checking me out. I hope you enjoy it here. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back for another week to see what I've been up to and what I've accomplished. If you've been following my channel recently, you know I am participating in Vlogmas, where I'm posting a relatively short little video every single day leading up to Christmas. I have another video coming out tomorrow morning, on Sunday morning, and I'll probably post another one with an update on Christmas Day, and post that on the morning of the 26th. And then I'll kind of take it easy for a few days with videotaping. But I've had a blast with Vlogmas. I'm not sure if everyone has been following it. I know it's very time consuming to watch a lot of Vlogmas videos from a lot of YouTubers posting something every day. I found that the Vlogmas eats up a lot of my spare time. There's quite a few videos, there are quite a few people I follow, and quite a few vlogs that I've been watching every day for the last almost a month. And I've been loving it. So anyway, on to, what am I drinking? I'm still using my Christmas cup. I'm just drinking a cup of regular hot tea. It is cold here. But I'm pretty sure everyone across the US is experiencing this cold right now. We were at 3 degrees Fahrenheit when I got up this morning. It was about 7, what time did I get up this morning? 7:30? It was 3 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's been very windy the last couple days. And with the wind chill factored in, the temperature feels like about 15 below 0 Fahrenheit, 20 below 0 Fahrenheit. So it's been cold. For our neck of the woods, this is cold. Where I grew up, this is not cold. We got some snow on Thursday morning, and then it warmed up enough that it turned to rain. And then thankfully that dried before the thermometer took a nosedive on Friday. So all day yesterday, the temperature plummeted yesterday. It went from, I think, Friday morning, overnight Thursday was in the low 40s, I think like 42, 44 degrees, and it dropped. It's supposed to be up to the upper 40s, 50 degrees for New Year's. Crazy weather, crazy weather. Anyway, so I have had quite a productive week knitting. I did not have any, I'm done with school. I am heeding my boss's advice. He sent out an email on, what day was it? Wednesday? I think it was just this past Wednesday afternoon. And he was saying that just an update that he just sent it out to all the faculty and staff, telling everyone, he said, I will be checking my emails, but I will not be answering any emails unless I deem it to be an extreme emergency. I will not be answering emails till January 2nd. He said, I will not be sending you any emails. And he said, I'm going to relax and take it easy. And he said, I suggest you do the same. I shall listen to my boss. So I do check my email twice a day, my work email twice a day. So check it in the morning when I get up, and then I check it late in the afternoon around supper time, just to make sure that there's nothing urgent that's come up. And so far, there's been nothing urgent. A few scattered emails here and there, most of them just junk mail type things and things I don't have to worry about. So I am going to take it easy for the remainder of the break. I will, until New Year's, January 2nd, I will crack back at it on the 2nd of January. I'll start getting my syllabus ready for classes, all that fun stuff. But for the upcoming week, it's knitting time and just puttering around and relaxing time. We do have a couple things coming up later this week that will eat into our schedule, but it's something that we can't get around, so that's fine. So I've been talking already for over 5 minutes. Let's talk about some knitting. Anyways, I might not have much to natter about at the end of the episode. I've done it all now. So first things first, I have a finished object. I am so excited. My Advent scarf from 2022 is done. And I love it. It has not been blocked yet. I just finished the knitting this morning. And it is gorgeous. It doesn't need a severe blocking, but it does need just a little bit to get it into shape. This green marker is where I was last week when I showed you. So I've gone from that green marker all the way to here. All the ends are woven in. There's not a single end to be seen. I kept up with that during the whole process of knitting it because there was a lot. There were a lot of ends. But this is the Advent 2022 scarf. It is a pattern by Trisha Weatherston, and it's kind of an offshoot from Sock Madness. And the designer, every year for the past, I think roughly 10 years, it's been quite some time, every year she puts out a Advent scarf. And what she does, it'll follow a certain theme. One year it was cables, one year it was lace, one year it was Japanese stitches, like Japanese pattern stitches. This one was basket weave. One was textures, one was color work. Sometimes they're a cowl, often they're a scarf. That's a pile of my completed ones here. I've got another one to add to my Advent scarf collection. And this one I don't remember what needle size I used. I'll put that information here. I think I used a 3mm or 3.5mm, somewhere in that range. I will put it in there. I used, for the yarn, I used Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Sport Weight. It's the non-superwash. And I used, I think, 7 or 8 or 9 colors. I forget. I'll put a link down below to my project page, and there I have listed all the colors I used, and I might try to weigh out how much is left of each of my skeins. I might do that, I might not, we'll see. But I am just so thrilled that this scarf is done. And I love it. I absolutely love it. It is such a cool design. So, and it's freezing in our apartment, so I'm going to continue. I think I'm just going to wear it now and enjoy it. Yeah, I love it. All of my other knitting this past week, most of it was on this scarf. Now that this is done, I am going to focus on my anthology throw, which is a pattern by Helen Stewart. And I'm also going to focus on my Advent leftover toe-up socks. So I've had some progress on those this past week. I am behind on the anthology throw. That was a pattern I decided to do using an Advent yarn set, or a set of mini skeins, 20-gram mini skeins in an Advent calendar that I got from Orlando Fiber Arts. And I have loved this Advent calendar. I have loved the yarn that was included in this. I have only left to open the Christmas Day skein. So there was 24 minis plus a 100-gram full skein of yarn to be opened on Christmas Day. So I will wait and I will open that tomorrow morning. I will film that and include it in my Vlogmas video for the 25th. So I am currently adding in color 11 out of 24. I just opened 24 this morning. I'm currently adding in color number 11 on my anthology throw. And this is what my throw is looking like. I am loving it. I love the colors. A lot of these are outside my normal choice of colors. I'm more of a blue person. I like blues and pinks. But I am loving this. So I'm on, just started adding color 11, and I am thoroughly enjoying working on this. Since I saw you last week, I was down here where the stitch marker is. So I've added on, I finished 6, 7, 8, was that 6 or 7? 7, 8, 9, 10. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is color 7, and I was about halfway through doing color 7. So I finished 7, 8, 9, 10, and just started, I've done one round in color, 1 round or 2 rounds? 1 round in 2 rounds. Yeah, I've finished 2 rounds in color number 10. Is that what I said? 7, 8, 9, 10. No, color number 11. Karen can't do math today. But I'm on color number 11. And now that my Advent scarf is done, I plan on spending more time working on this and getting this caught up. I would love to have this done by the new year, but I'm not sure if that's doable. We'll see. If it's not done, it's not the end of the world. I'm okay with that. So I hope to later on today get color number 11 done and get color 10 or color 12 added in. And what I'm doing with the leftovers is, I had decided early on that what I wanted to do was use the remaining part of each color, because in the pattern it has a suggestion for where to change and add a new color in on the rounds. And so when I finished the first round where it suggested to change, I had a little bit of yarn left over. So for the first several, and then I got into the mindset that I'm going to save a little bit from each of the 24 skeins and make a pair of Advent leftover socks. I love these. These are going to be so cool when they're done because they're using up all of my leftovers. When I saw you last, I was on this bright green color, so that was color 6. So I've added 6, 7, finished 6, added 7 and 8, the leftovers from those colors. And I have 9 and 10. I have 2 little blurps of leftovers to add on here. It's getting closer to long enough for me to start increasing for the gusset increasing for the heel, or to go towards the heel. So I think by the time I've added in colors 10 and 11 or 9 and 10, I have no idea what colors numbers these are anymore. When I have the next two colors added in, I suspect it'll be at the point where it's time to start increasing. I think I have about an inch more to go and I'll be ready to do the increasing. So I was at the marker here when I showed you last week, and so I've added a goodly bit on here. The only catch with this one, or with this pattern or project, is I can't continue until I've finished a specific color on my Advent scarf, or the Advent scarf, on my anthology throw. So I'm not able to add on to that add on to the socks until I finish the newest color on the throw. So I have two colors to add into the socks now, so I think I'm going to work on that this afternoon, and then I will get back to continuing to add color 11, or whatever number it is. I will continue adding to that. So that is my plan. I have not touched my other whips, my not Texture Time, Twists and Turns shawl. I have not touched that, nor have I touched my Rachel top. Those have not been touched in December yet. So I am hoping to finish up my Advent projects, and then once we roll into January, get those two back into rotation. I do have some more projects I want to cast on in the very near future. I haven't opened it yet. I purchased it's a 12-day Advent calendar. I know Advent is over, but it is a 12-day Advent calendar, and each of the days includes a 50-gram skein of yarn. And I have been really into doing using 50 grams of yarn to make a pair of socks. Make a pair of sort of shorty socks, and use a contrasting toe, heel, and cuff. So my plan is with these is for day 1 in the 12-day Advent, I will open on January 1st. Day 2, I will open February 1st, 3 March 1st, and so on all the way through until 12, I will open on December 1st. And my plan is to use each of those 50-gram skeins to make a pair of sort of shorty socks every month throughout 2023. So that is the goal. 12 pair of socks, sort of shorty socks, each of them with a contrasting toe, heel, and cuff. I will do them all. I'm enjoying this style. I'm starting to enjoy making my socks this way, and I find it allows me to optimize my yarn usage. So I will probably do a bare yarn for the toes, the heels, and the cuffs, unless I go for a darker color. But I'm kind of thinking I like the white. I might dye a different color, like a charcoal gray maybe, to do. I don't know. For the first ones, what I'll probably do so that I'm ready to start with the color on New Year's Eve, I think what I will do is I will cast on the toe, the pair of toes for my January 1st socks. And then I'll be ready to start knitting on the foot, and I will just continue knitting on the foot to the gusset, do the bare yarn for the heel, and then continue up the leg and see how far I can get with the yarn I have. And then if there's enough, I might just continue and do the cuff in the 50-gram skein, or I might switch and do the contrasting color for the cuffs. We'll see how the yarn holds out. So that's one of my plans for the new year. And I have a couple other things I want to cast on. I think I'll leave those and talk to you about those next week when I do my podcast on New Year's Eve. I don't lead a very exciting life, so I will be filming a podcast on New Year's Eve. Well, the hubby will be at work, and so I'll have the morning and early afternoon that'll be freed up, and then we have a New Year's Eve thing in town that it's geared towards families and young people, so it runs from 5 till 8, 4:30 till 7:30, something like that. It's very early. So we'll ring in the new year at supper time this year, and then we'll come back home and probably watch some movies, and I'll keep knitting. So I will be posting another video on New Year's Eve, and I'll talk then more about some of the plans I have for knitting in 2023. So I'm excited about some of the things I want to work on. So I'm looking forward to being able to tell you more about that next week. But otherwise, not much else is new. I nattered about a bunch of stuff at the beginning. I'm not going to run through all of that again. I think I'm going to plan on... Oh, I forgot to put my earrings on. I meant to wear my ugly Christmas sweater earrings. I bought these a while ago. I'll have to wear them to church this evening. I completely forgot to put them on. What a silly rabbit. Anyway. Oh. So, anyway, went down a rabbit trail there. So, otherwise, I think that's about it. I should get going and get the editing on this done. I want to get I need to get another layer of clothes on. I'm freezing. Our apartment is cold. Or this end of the apartment is cold. I don't even want to know what the temperature is down here. But it's cold. So I think that's about it. I shall let you go. And again, I hope you are having a wonderful holiday. Whatever holiday you do or don't celebrate, I just hope you're having the happiest. And I plan on having myself a nice little Christmas this evening, tomorrow. Yeah. Just nice, quiet, relaxing time. Just me, the hubby, and a close friend of ours is going to come over for Christmas Day. Or come over. We're going to go out for lunch. Did I tell you this already? Probably. We're going to go out for lunch and then come back here and just chill out for the afternoon. Have snacks and treats. And just call it a nice relaxing day. Alrighty, on that note, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and all the best for this holiday season. If you're traveling, I hope you got where you're going safely. I'm so glad I opted to stay put this year for Christmas and not risk traveling. My mom and I talked about this when I was home in the summer, and we kind of talked about it and thought, like, the weather is always so iffy traveling from where I live to where she is up in Manitoba, Canada. And it's always iffy what the weather's going to do. And we're always worried about what the weather's going to do. So we are both glad that I made the decision not to travel north for Christmas. It would have been a nightmare. Although I might have been there already before the storm hit. I probably would have left on like Monday or something. This past Monday I probably would have left. But anyway, yeah, if you had to do any traveling over the holidays, I hope you got where you're going safely. And if your plans got messed up because of the holidays or because of the storm over the holidays, I hope you can just celebrate as best you can. And on that note, I shall let you go. Merry Christmas again, and I will see you guys in a week. Bye.